amazing miracle patches, the stem cell activation patch. And there are several different ones where they each have their own frequency. And I want Gary to talk more about this too, but there's nothing that goes into your body with them. They're little stickers that have some magical things in it, like organic crystals, amino acids, oxygen, and it actually it reacts to your own heat of your own body, and then therefore activates your GHK copper peptide, which in turn does all sorts of things. It activates your stem cells that we lose, that go dormant as we age. It activates, it helps with it's anti-inflammatory. It reverses aging. And there's also one of the patches that helps with the 5G and protects you from the radiation from that. So there's a patch for everything. Instead of there's an app for everything, there's a patch for everything, and we can put a patch on it. I did this with my daughter. She woke up yesterday with a stiff neck, and you know how painful that is, not being able to turn your head. Literally on the video, she can barely turn her head to see behind her. And I put a patch on her. I took her to the beach, gave her something to eat, and that poor thing was in so much pain. Her pain went from a 9 to a 4 in less than 24 hours, probably in about 12 hours or so. But I used one of the pain ones, and pain is caused by inflammation. So we put an anti-inflammatory patch on her. And then of course the magical patch that we all wear every day, 12 hours on, 12 hours off, the magical X39, which is the one that activates your peptide, that activates your magical stem cells to keep us healthy, young, and fit for life, right? I've noticed my back pain went away actually in the first month that I had it. I've got pretty good energy anyways, but my mental clarity has been much better. And then also just a sense of peace, which sometimes that comes on, but I've noticed it stay. It doesn't just come on and leave. I've really been in just a state of calmness and peace, you know, because sometimes I have anxiety, and there's a patch for that. There's a patch for sleep. There are all sorts of patches. So I wear the X39 and the X49, and I put them on every day in the morning when I wake up, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. I drink lots of water with them. And one patch is for the internal. The X39, you know, activates the peptide that works with the stem cells, and then anything else going on internally. And the X49 is external. So it helps with hair growth, nails, skin, and I think bone, and also the 5G radiation. So as soon as Gary comes on, then we can talk more about that. If any of you have tried the patches, let me know. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments and we'll answer those. If you have any testimonies, I'd love to hear those too. And we have thousands and thousands of testimonials. If there's an ailment that you have and you're wondering if these patches would work for you, then message me and I will definitely look for a testimony and send it to you too, because those are just the most fun, hearing the stories of people struggling and suffering with something that may or may not be able to be healed from mainstream doctors and everything. And go through. So why not find relief and reverse aging while we do it, right? What's wrong with that? Hi, Gary.
Hey, hey, hey.
How you doing? Yep.
Yep, ain't nothing like it. Who would have thought a little silly patch?
That's so funny.
Who would have thought magical, miracle, amazing, take your pick, would come up with something that would be life-changing for so many people?
I'm blessed to have happened upon your video to now be wearing them. Yeah. I certainly am appreciative.
Life-changing. I think your mom had a friend, Catherine, who talked about one day she was a new you. And I got a little teary-eyed because I thought, geez, you know, when people with depression or people with issues, you know, mentally, and my cousin was a one-patch wonder with back pain, that she was taking 1,000 to 2,000 Motrin a day.
Wow.
Well, when you're in that kind of pain, do I want to suffer, or do I want to die slowly from destroying my kidney and liver or whatever else that's doing? Okay, I mean, at least it's slowly. One day on the patch, back pain gone, depression gone, new woman.
I know they're working so quickly for some people.
Yeah, yeah, and I tell everyone they never stop working. And if you're not getting the results like on day 1, day 2, day 15, keep wearing it because there may be something else going on that you don't know about.
I like
that.
Yeah,
stem cells never stop working. They work 24/7, 365, and their sole purpose is to help you, keep you healthy, and everything else. And that's the way God designed us. I don't know why. We have to ask, why did you design it so that at 35, half of our stem cells go dormant, and then the other half continue to go dormant as we age, and that just comes with old age. And Tony Robbins said it best, aging is the mother of all disease, and that's just kind of the life that people come to accept. I was listening to I think I might have sent it to a YouTube from a doctor who was talking about in this day and age with so many things out there, food, air, water, that can affect how we live, longevity, and good health. This is just a plus that why would you pass up for what it costs?
I was watching that. Yeah, I just was listening to him.
And I want to thank you for all you're doing because your videos are outstanding. Those testimonials of everything. I mean, you're on the right path.
Good. Yeah, I enjoy it. I do. I enjoy it. I hear the stories. Yeah. I enjoy sharing the stories.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's amazing. And you get your mom along with you. I mean, how that's great. That's a beautiful thing. Yeah. And then your daughter getting relief. I mean, that's super.
I know. I mean, it's freeing then to have something when someone says that they're in pain or struggling with something, and to have it in your own little, kit. Here, try this, put this on, and then have it work. It can't get better than that,
Yeah, yeah. So what are we talking about? We're talking. Let me read my little disclaimer here. Hold on. All LifeWave products are not intended to cure, treat, diagnose, or prevent any diseases. If you're pregnant or nursing or on medications or have any other medical conditions, please consult with your physician first. Our patching podcasts are for educational purposes only. And the truth of the matter is the X39 does not heal anything. It activates a copper peptide, which over time goes dormant. That in turn activates 4,100 or 4,200 of our genes, which are restored stem cells, which are called back to go, and they do all the healing. The patch doesn't do anything but activate, and the regenerative science medicine is done by this. Yeah, it's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So, God, what do we talk about today? How about how beautiful your skin is? There, I said it in public. I'm telling the world. I mean, your skin is just incredible.
My hands look better too.
Oh, goodness.
My hands look better too.
And thank you for coming on last night and sharing. But that dark light did not do you justice.
That's all right.
But God.
I was sleeping. I know. That's late for me. If anybody would have known I was online at 9:30 at night, they would have been like, "What are you doing?" They know I go to bed earlier.
What time do you get up?
What time do I get up?
Yeah, 5:30, 6?
7:30.
7:30. Okay.
I go to bed.
You shut down.
But I shut everything down about 6:30. Like I normally don't.
Wow.
I'm not seeing or I just shut it down.
Good
because I work pretty hard during the day.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah, that was fun.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, it came on. And we had another carry, so I was like, hold on, that's not the right carry, but what's the chances to have a K carry and a C carry, right?
Oh, last night?
Yeah. It was a good time. It was a good turnout, and it was nice to get you and Crystal on there and at the same time, and she was just, she had been sick for a while and from some spray paint, and she's very sensitive. So I was like, listen, you got to take care of yourself. So yeah, it's real important. Have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watching her and following her too. So that was fun.
So one thing I brought on today that I've never shown anywhere. This is the first time. This is a little necklace that you can put on a cat or a dog. Okay. We put it on our cats every day, 12 hours on, 12 hours off after you have worn the patch. And they have stem cells just like we do. And basically, Barbara just tapes it on. The patch will go through actually a 4-inch cinder block. So the fact that you have some tape on there isn't going to stop it. But pets, dogs, cats, any other kind of animal you may have, pigs, horses, have stem cells that get dormant as they get older. And this basically activates them with a non-invasive, non-transdermal, Melissa's in the house, lightweight technology that will basically activate and regulate and actually reverse their age as well, so they live very long too.
Are those new patches, or when you're finished with yours, you put yours on?
Yeah, when we're finished with ours, we put them on. They still got probably 25 to 30% juice in them, is what I like to say. And I've had some pet testimonials from people that are just, you know, what the patches have done for them. For their pets, what it's done for their pets, they're just blown away.
Oh yeah, shoot! I'll have to look those up. That's cool.
Yeah,
I saw the one.
So yeah, pardon me.
I saw there was one for horses that I saw that video.
Yeah, well, horses don't lie, you know, and it's like, you know, dogs. There is no placebo effect with the dogs. Dogs like, I don't know what you're doing, but and I'll never forget there was a testimonial with a lab, who was 15 years old, blind. And he pretty much stayed in his bed because when he got out of his bed, he'd bump into things because he couldn't see. 3 days after wearing, now I don't know if it was a used X39 or a new, his cataracts were gone from his eyes and he was walking around and could see again. Tail wagging. Yeah, different dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine who is allergic to adhesive. So would you suggest for her to put it on something or?
Well, it's a hypoallergenic adhesive, okay? So 1 out of 10,000 people actually have a reaction. And I will tell you, in my 19 months of being involved with this, I haven't had one person have an issue. They can put it on the back of their collar. They can put it on the bottom of their foot. They can put it in a pocket. If it's anywhere within 4 inches of the body, you just simply take off the backings of it. It's going to go to work, and it's going to work it's going to work for 12 hours like we wear it. But you can put it anywhere. But if someone's allergic, I would say try it first and let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah, and then I've got another question too. If you can't produce collagen, like if there's an issue producing collagen, do you know if it will help with that?
Well, okay, so that brings me to Dr. John Harmon, okay? Dr. John Harmon was diagnosed with a right branch blockage. I have no idea what that is, but the cardiologist said it's a fatal diagnosis. I'm sorry, had 24 grandchildren. There's nothing we can do for you. There's no surgery. There's no medication. So pretty much, I'm sorry, but this is kind of how it's going to end sooner rather than later. So again, the idea is there's no what I'm trying to get to. There's no way of helping you with this. 7 months later, his cardiologist did another exam. Right branch blockage gone. Fatal diagnosis gone, and the cardiologist had no idea. So the moral of the story is, if you keep wearing it, and at some point, this is regenerative medicine, and my wife, diverticulitis, no cure, gone. Heart arrhythmia, no cure, gone. So what we're saying that medical science says can't be dealt with, if you're wearing the X39, there's always a possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, always a possibility that something's going to be repaired, reconnected, redone, rejoined, and it just regenerates the internal cells that maybe at some point, depending on age, are no longer connected, and these are basically making a difference like nothing I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot. I mean, I got one today from a woman in Miami. Dad has, I think it's colon cancer. And first chemo, he was in bed, couldn't walk, no patches. Second, and you can post this if you like. Second, and you know, however you want to do it. Second chemo had the X39, the glutathione, and the Eon, and he's walking around with his walker, and his daughter says, "Say life by Papa," because he's a Spaniola guy, no English. And he goes, LifeWave. And then he shows his patches. And this is the guy who basically was, it wasn't looking good. I don't know where it's gone, but physically, between the first chemo and the second chemo, it's night and day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that a video you have?
Yeah, I posted. I'm going to put it up on all the pages.
Okay.
I got a little too political on my one patch wonder, so I'm in IG jail for 90 days. So I told Gayla, I promise no more, no more whatever, and no more election stuff. Yeah, I mean everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to take the bullet for the team. I've done that enough, and all I do is get this, and So anyway, I'm going to do everything I can to be a little more. I guess the word would be conservative. Okay.
Exactly right.
I guess I'm going to try. I'm in Facebook jail again, and because I really want to share this. This is life changing for so many. And I think we're kind of at the tipping point for a lot of things that I'm hoping and praying are going to work out like we're all hoping. And it's time to kind of hang up the spikes, more or less. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, I've carried it. So I think we got either Ty was going to try to get on if she was there, or Melissa was going to, share their testimonial with us.
Okay. No one's in the queue.
Okay.
I did see Melissa.
Okay, let me shoot her a text here. Melissa.
So if someone's on chemo, do you know what that is, the protocol?
Protocol for that is going to be the X39. We're ready when you are, Melissa. And hi, I just saw her. She needs to send a request in. Protocol X39, glutathione, carnosine, Eon. Are going to be the protocol patches.
Can they do it while they're on chemo, or would that affect something?
No, they can do it while they're on chemo. And there's a school of thought that you could wear it or not wear it on days of chemo. I don't think it really matters. I mean, one day if you don't wear it, that's fine. Or one day if you do wear it, I don't know what it's going to do. So there's kind of some different schools of thought on that.
Yeah, Melissa, I don't have you on here. Did you join?
Yeah, she has to send a request. She hasn't been on a live in a while, so maybe she forgot. I don't know.
Here, I got her.
You got her? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And she's in Florida, so we're going to do dinner in about an hour and a half.
Nice.
Yeah.
Is it working?
Melissa.
Yep,
hey,
yep.
Melissa. Hi.
Hi. Hi to both of you.
Hey, good to see you.
Florida, are you?
Hi, yeah. I was texting Gary because I drove down to see my brother in North Carolina, which was a 10-hour drive. And I couldn't get over, the last time I did the drive was in July. And so I've been on the patches since August. And every rest stop I was preparing to be like hobbling and stretching and my butt hurting, my back hurting. I usually have to lay back the seat because I get nauseous of pain. And there was zero pain the entire ride, no popping to leave. It's just, I was just so happy with that because I could see the difference.
Wow.
Yeah. That's a big deal, like a 10-hour car ride, zero pain for me. And then to sleep in a different bed the next morning and wake up and be like, it's still good. So.
What kind of pain did you have before?
It was all well, apparently I have more inflammation than I realized. Because you don't know until you don't feel inflammation disappear, and you don't really know how much you have. I don't know if it's measurable. I didn't think it was. So but a lot of back, neck, and then sitting in the same spot would just get my hips and my butt, and just my whole body would just ache. In the morning, I would always feel like I got hit by a truck to get moving. It would always be slow. Like I wanted to just get up and work out, and it was like slow going. So now just since August 1st, using the patches, it's been unbelievable. So
I love that.
How many years?
Of pain. Oh yeah. Gosh. 20.
Oh my goodness.
At least, yeah.
From anything, like an injury or anything, or?
No, that's the thing. I'd get a massage and they would ask me, were you an injured athlete? Did you have a horrible car accident? And no. So somehow my body was inflamed, and things irritated it more, sitting in a particular spot all day, you know, at my computer or whatever. But I have no idea. And I was doing like the neck ablation procedure where they like cauterize at the nerve so the nerve doesn't send pain to the brain. But then the nerves regrow, you know, so this is the only thing that I've used that has just maintained, and even like I'm progressing, like getting better and better each month, that has like reversed and not just put a Band-Aid over the pain. So
when did you, like, how long did it take before you found relief? I guess the first.
Yeah, I would say I texted Gary like in the first 8 days is when like I was like, oh my gosh, my neck can move around. I could turn in the back seat easily. And then it just wasn't always zero for a bit though. And now I'm having like the long stretches of zero pain.
Wow.
But it was noticeable in like 8 to 10 days for sure.
Wow.
That I was like, okay, there's something to this. What is like 3 months going to be? What's 6 months going to be? So
Yeah.
I never want to stop. Like, plus the benefits of looking younger at the same time. I mean,
I know.
so,
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to be in the club you guys are in. So.
Oh, there you
The
go.
Benjamin
There you go.
Button Club, right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good. I like that. Benjamin Button Club.
I remember when Melissa talked about she was able to look around without having to turn her whole body.
Yeah.
And she could actually turn her head. And then I remember when she was talking about shaving under her arm, she could actually look under her arm to shave, things that everyone takes for granted.
Exactly.
And then the last one I'll never forget was the massage therapist said her back was like concrete. I said, concrete? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so I know what's happening, but you know, I guess it's reaffirming. And it's like effort, like it's like, oh, you see it too. Like when I see my massage therapist now, she affirms what I'm feeling because she can feel my tissue is different when she massages me. Wow. She's like, my hand isn't getting the workout that it used to get when you came. And it's like, oh, thank you. Like I thought it is working, but now you're affirming that for me. So
Which ones are you using? The X39 only?
X39 every day. And then the Eon is, I feel like that's my second favorite. So.
Yeah. That was the #1 patch until the X39 came along. Okay. And what it does is lower inflammation, which is what pain is. Inflammation, the #1 killer. It doesn't always say that on the certificate, but if we're inflamed, if we're stressed and through life and we have, you know, things going on, family, life, jobs, surgeries, accidents, whatever, eventually it takes a toll, and the Eon calms the central nervous system. It's really the happy patch. And in these days and times, who couldn't use a little happiness or a little less stress or, you know, we got a lot of stuff going on.
I've noticed that just with I don't know, the two that I wear. I bought the rest, but I haven't worn them yet. I put them on other people. But the X39 and X49 also just to calm me, which again, you don't know what's wrong until you feel good, you know?
That's amazing. Yeah. That's amazing. And then you have your massage therapist, right? Came on too. Isn't Lynn the lady? Is that who did your massage?
She's another massage therapist, but she's getting a lot of results.
Oh wow. Yeah. And what a story. What was her story? Didn't she have skin issues?
Yeah, bad acne, adult acne that just would like not heal and scab.
Right.
And now she's seeing incredible healing with her face and her skin and her hair. She says she's not losing hair anymore. The pain in her body and her knees. She has so many testimonies. I'd love to have her on sometime.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get her on Instagram. I said, Lynn, it's not hard. It's easy. Oh gosh, yeah. But
she's not tech savvy.
Yeah, I know. When I was talking with her, and I said, your testimonial is incredible. All that you had going on.
Yeah, and for anyone listening, she would call me for like 4 weeks, 6 weeks, maybe up to 7 before she started saying that she was noticing things. And it was her and I just saying, anything yet? No, not really, nothing yet. and just like, hold on, wait for the miracle. Gary says the miracle's coming. Just don't
Yeah.
win.
Uh-huh.
And then it was boom, boom. And she has more testimonies than I have. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Gosh. I mean, I can't imagine adult acne.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand as a child, but as an adult, oh,
Yeah,
no.
and the
Wow.
kind that wasn't easy to cover up, and she was spending $100 a month at the esthetician, and now she's like, the esthetician didn't correct it.
Right.
So I'd rather, spend $100 for a whole month of patches and get multiple benefits.
Yeah.
Wow.
And get relief from the acne as well.
So just the X39 for her too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she loves ordering. I don't know which one she has currently, but she loves putting in a new order and trying out a different patch.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
X39 from day one. Yeah.
I understand that, no doubt. So that's amazing. So a lot of changes, a lot of improvement, and we did the marathon drive, and basically we're in.
Yep.
That's super. How many years did you do that drive?
Oh gosh, 12 years, and I always felt pain.
Yeah.
Every time. I just embrace, it's coming.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
And
nothing dependent on no accident, no lip damage, but you just got bad over time.
Yeah, it goes to show how much inflammation we don't know that's in our body.
Yeah. No kidding. Wow.
It stinks, but hey, if we got the answer now, so be it.
Yeah.
As long as we
sure.
find the answer, because it's
What
so frustrating to go to doctors. What are they going to give you inflammation besides a pill to put a Band-Aid over it to make it worse?
Yeah.
My grandpa was on prednisone and hard stuff that just ruins you.
Right.
So everybody gets patches. That's all I got to say. Order yourself some patches.
Well, when you go back to prednisone and all the other scripts, they all have side effects. All kinds of side effects on a lot of stuff. So, want to get off any medication.
Yep.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we're having Italian in about an hour and 20 minutes, so I'll look forward to seeing you.
This is so exciting, yes. Thanks for having me on, Carrie. And
thank you for coming on.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
See you in a little bit. Do you know how to get out? I think at the top it's a leave button. Or
I know. I just play around and
Carrie hasn't quite figured that out. Okay.
Yeah, I figured it out last night myself.
Oh, good. See you, Melissa.
Bye, Melissa.
Bye. And then we have Ty One Sport, I think, is going to come on next.
Yep, here she is.
Okay. All right. This is a world premiere here of Ty One Sports.
Yeah.
She couldn't get on last night, and there she is. Oh my goodness! Hey, Ty. Hi. Good to see you.
Good to see you guys.
Golly. So, how are things in California?
Things in California are good. The weather is finally like normal California weather. It's been a little crazy over the last few weeks, but it's getting a lot better.
Where are
it's
you?
Beautiful and sunny.
Where in California?
LA.
Okay. My sister's in San Diego.
Okay, yeah. San Diego's beautiful. Nice to meet you, by the way.
Nice meeting you too. Sorry you couldn't get on last time.
Yeah, I've been having issues with joining Instagram Lives. I don't know what's going on, but it's annoying. Yeah.
No doubt. We'll get around it for sure. So you're moved in and your current home has no mold.
Yeah. So
no mold.
I have really been through it, and that's kind of why I became such a believer in these patches. So as Gary just mentioned, I was living in an apartment with mold. I had no idea. Wow. I had just moved into this apartment right on the beach, which actually is, I didn't know at the time, but it makes sense. They're notorious for having mold because there's so much moisture in the air. So any leak that is not addressed immediately will become mold eventually. And so long story short, my dad had told me about these patches years ago. He's an MD and he found his way to them and has been on them. But I didn't really get involved right away. I don't know why I was hesitant, but I was. And then finally, I started seeing people online talk about them more. And I realized that my dad really was looking younger and younger. I mean, the man has like no wrinkles in his face and he's almost 70. And so then I was like, all right, you know what? Let me try these patches. I tried them in August. I started the X39 and the glutathione. And I moved into the apartment that had mold in September. And I started having some symptoms, but they weren't that extreme. And I ended up getting the place tested. Sure enough, there was mold. But I think these patches, because I have an anaphylactic allergy to mold, and I think these patches actually mitigated a lot of the damage that would have been done by using the glutathione and the X39 to just keep my immune system strong and fighting off the mycotoxins. So I honestly think that these patches, I don't want to be like extreme and say save my life, but I do think that they really mitigated so much damage that could have been done. And even my doctor, my naturopath I'm working with just to like completely detox my body, she was looking at my lab work and she was like, you have excellent numbers for someone who was exposed to as much mold as you.
Yeah. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible. And how long did you have symptoms, or were you aware of?
It was about 2 months.
Okay, gosh.
Yeah, 2 months. And I'm feeling more and more myself each day. I do the glutathione usually every other day. I take X39. And so the life-saving component to a degree is one aspect, but it's done wonders for my hair and skin and my sleep for sure. I'm a believer. That's like one of the first things I noticed was more energy. I was sleeping better. Usually I take like melatonin to fall asleep. I can fall asleep instantly now. Okay. And definitely like I noticed thicker hair and just my skin clearing out. Yeah. I'm a believer.
I love it.
I'm a believer.
And Dad's still wearing them.
Dad is still wearing them, and I'm just like, I'm actually kind of annoyed that he has this like few years jump start on me. It looks phenomenal. It's frustrating. I'm like, wait a minute, my skin should look better than yours, and it doesn't because he's been on them for years.
Oh wow. He's an MD also, you said?
He is an MD, yeah. I think he wants to be an ND though because he's becoming so like. He's really into naturopathic medicine, but I think it's because he's seen what it can do. And he's an orthopedic surgeon. He works a lot with athletes and he gets them on them and they've seen a lot of improvement with their stamina, especially with like the energy enhancers and the ice wave when they're in pain. So yeah, my family, we're all on them. We're believers for sure.
Because a lot of people want to, you know, that are interested in wearing them, check with their doctors, and the doctors sometimes, you know, so that's been, you know, something that we've been running into. So that's interesting that he is. I know we've got a lot of doctors on the team anyways, Gary, but
oh yeah, that's for sure. Naturopath and holistic, and now we have MDs joining, and you can't cardiologists joining because you can't deny what their patients are getting, and they can't deny what it's doing for them. Ty, how's your energy level?
My energy is better than ever. Okay. And considering the fact that I was living in an apartment for 2 months with mold and I'm allergic to mold, it's really surprising. Wow. That's why these were just such a miracle that I decided to start the patches and try them just a few months before moving in. And I really think they helped just flush the toxins from the mold out of my system. Wow. So, and it mitigated a lot of damage.
Yeah. We have
I would
another
say to anyone who's like, for me, I was curious, but I think you just don't think that they're going to have a huge impact for some reason because they're so simple. That's like the initial thought. But the impact is actually quite fast, at least for me. Yeah. Like I said, I noticed almost immediate impact on my energy, my sleep, and my appearance. And now in retrospect with what I went through, I realized that they really played a role in me maintaining my health and something that can be like life-changing for people being exposed to toxic mold.
Wow.
And you're early 30s, somewhere in there?
Early 30s. 30s, yeah.
Early 30s, and we're a little bit further along, and we're all feeling, looking more energy, but we're all experiencing the same thing.
Yeah.
Benjamin Buttons over here. That's right.
What are you going to do? Join us. And then mental clarity, outlook, and all that is another little good side effect too.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then all you got to do is drink water.
Drink water, yeah. And I do think that taking like the electrolytes is really important. I mean, hydration is such a fundamental. I love how you're both drinking water right now. I have coffee next to me. Yeah, hydration really is a building block to health. Like, no matter what, you need to make sure you're hydrated. It's so important.
Yeah.
So it's nice that the patches kind of encourage that too.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, second most important nutrient is water after air, you know, and I wasn't a water drinker when I started. I was a coffee drinker, but I was willing to change, and you got to be willing to change to do something that's going to improve. So I thought, okay, I'm not going to drink 3 and 4 cups. I'll drink 1. And I bought a 50-ounce bottle, and that became my goal. Ideally, half your body weight is what they recommend. I couldn't have done half my body weight, sorry. But I bought that 50-ounce bottle, and that became the goal. And on days that I didn't get it done, I'd get a headache, and I'd say, oh, I didn't drink enough water.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's not a problem, but I was so willing to make the change. I have an older brother who's drank soda all of his life, and drinking water was just like, couldn't do it. And his idea was, well, you're going to die from something. I said, Bob, I know you're going to die from something. I just don't want to go any sooner than I have to.
Or make it more painful than it needs to be. You know what I mean? Pass away of happy natural causes. Don't pass away of some grueling, painful thing.
Oh,
you know?
Gosh, yeah. And there's so much out there when you're dealing with what we're dealing with as far as food and water and air. And
That's for sure.
Yeah, we need all the protection we can get.
That's what I'm saying. Like, of course, like, you know, you don't get out of life alive, right? But you want to feel as good as you can while you're here. And that's the cool thing about this product, is that it basically supports you feeling your best. I mean, it's regenerating your body's stem cells. So it's like anything that's off in your body, whatever's of the highest importance, it's going to go there. And you notice, like, I'm just feeling better. I'm looking better. You know what I mean? And it's a natural product. I'm all about natural products. Personally, I don't even like to take Tylenol. So to have something that's so powerful, it really is life-changing. And I know, Gary, one time you told me, like, the hardest part about all of this is that people just think it's too good to be true. And I think I was one of those people that was like, it's just not going to do much, you know? But when I tried it, I was blown away to the point where now I'm on here talking about it. And I usually don't really get too involved with products. It's not really my thing. But with this one, I'm willing to, because of the impact it's had on me and my dad.
I agree.
I mean, that's 2 different generations, you and him. I mean, that's quite a gap when you think of age. And there's so many people that could use something. And who wouldn't want to look better and feel better? I mean, sign me up.
100%. And so many athletes use them. And I think I'll start making more content around this. And if any of my followers are on right now and you want to know more about what we're talking about, send me a DM and I'll explain everything to you and get you in touch with the right people. Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, we're glad you're on. We're glad you're feeling better and looking better. And this is the first appearance here of, you know, the Thai sports team here. So we're expecting more from you.
Absolutely. I need to make sure. I'm glad that I was able to join this live. Now I need to check in on other lives and get them working. This has been crazy.
Yeah, Carrie does one every week. So we're going to have you back and keep up the good work.
Sounds good. Thanks for having me, guys.
Much. Thank you.
All right. Have a great rest of the day. Thank you.
You too.
Bye-bye. Thanks. So, we never know who's going to get what, when they're going to get it, and don't quit before the miracle.
I know. It's nice just even being able to put it on and then you go do, do life and then know that your body's being healed.
Yeah.
And then see what magical thing is going to happen next to your body, right?
Nothing to drink, nothing to taste, no pill, no potion, no lotion. I remember when I was at the convention with Galen, she gave me, for the first time, I had an essential oil. couldn't get over how strong it was. I was like, wow. I mean, she gave me something, and on a 1 to 10, the strength was a 10. I was like, wow. And I've never had one, and now we have the aromatherapy that David invented, that Barbara and I use, every day, and it's so mild.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, God, I can do that. But that essential oil, I said, are they all like this? Yeah, no. This does so much work.
I like the essential oils too.
Yeah. But this, do you have the aromatherapy that they came out with, the Shine and the Dream?
Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, they're nice. So how's Mom doing?
She's good. I haven't talked to her since the other day, but yeah, I went over. Oh no, last night I went over there for a little bit before our live, and just checked in with her and checking in. You know, like doing the checklist. How's everyone doing? How's what are the results? So
that's super. And your daughter, is that your only daughter?
That's my youngest daughter. I have another daughter who's going to be 25, and she's out skiing right now in Colorado.
Oh, good for her.
Yeah.
Golly, that's nice.
So I felt my little one with, she's not so little anymore, but just with that neck issue, I just hate to see him not feeling well.
Yeah, golly, it's no fun to be in pain. Melissa, for all the 20 years. Without
anything happening. That's,
Yeah. And when they give you the medications or the scripts and everything, the side effects, a lot of people don't read them. But I was talking with someone the other day. It seems like all of them, suicide. You will have suicide. I mean, everything is, they have suicide thoughts in like all of them,
Oh, the side effects, yeah.
Yeah, and even if you aren't thinking suicide, since they told you, you're thinking, okay, am I, I mean, it just blows me away with all the side effects.
Yeah. No, I like the fact that the side effects of this is better hair, better skin, better nails.
Ooh, more energy, better sleep, mental clarity, outlook, attitude, everything. I have some stuff going on with the dentist that has been kind of a nightmare. And I talked to the guy today, or I sent him a text. I said, I started in April. This is almost February. I said, you got to end this nightmare. And normally I'd kind of get a little emotional, and I was just like, calm and, just in control instead of, like, this has got to end. So, we've had a few things that we've kind of taken care of. That I'm going to say were loose ends from last year that we've already kind of put the hammer down on, and just kind of, they're gone. I got like a checklist of a few things that are not going to stay much into 2023.
I love it.
Yeah, we're definitely getting rid of some things that were not, I don't want to say beneficial, but just were kind of a nagging, annoying. I had a crypto thing, and I had something else, and I just said, you know what, I don't have time. So.
Yep, streamline and focus, right?
Yeah. But keep doing what you're doing. Keep me and any of those testimonials. Now, you do that on your phone. Is that how you do it with your iPhone, or how do you get your video?
I screen record them on my phone.
Okay.
And then
iPhone.
Then send them to my computer in iMovie, and then splice it up if I need to, and then send it back to my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because the one with Anna was great. So if you keep doing those, they're amazing.
Yeah.
People want to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Those are easy. Just the clips of what the meat of it, and then put it to the story. I got a lot of messages on that one too. So I've got a couple of people to follow up with today.
Good. And we have to find